Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to Tutorial Tuesday. So today we're gonna do a little bit of a summer foundation routine. So with the hot weather and the humidity, you've got to change up the way you're doing your foundation. If you haven't and you're still having those like trouble spots that just aren't doing it for you, this should help a little bit. So this is my summer routine. Lots of primers, lots of moisturizers, and lots of that healthy glow is the way to go for summer. So I'm gonna start out with my moisturizer. Now, I use J.R. Watkins, which is like pretty amazing, basically. It is paraben-free, and it's from CVS, which, hello, amazing, budget-friendly. So I've washed my hands before I did this because I apply my makeup with my hands. I don't use brushes because realistically, a lot of us don't have time to sit there and do our makeup for 30 minutes. So sometimes you just have to throw it on. But one thing that you do need to do when you're doing this, make sure you wash your hands before, and also make sure when you do put, so I just put this is an all-over face moisturizer. Make sure you're really gentle around your eyes, because that's a really, I was talking to our fantastic intern earlier today about how important it is to take care of the skin around your eyes, because it's so much more gentle than the rest of the skin on your face. It's also important that you're using something that has sunscreen in it, whether that's your moisturizer or you're putting sunscreen on or it's in your makeup. You've got to have some kind of sunscreen. So, moisturizer's done. Bye. Next up on the list for my summer foundation routine is a primer. And I like a lot of like radiance and shimmery things that are illuminated. Now, a lot of people don't like that whole like shimmery, glittery look. With that said, here is a normal primer that I use that I got from Sally's. Super budget friendly. It's by Femme Couture. Now, it's just a Mineral Effects face primer, and you can use that. It's just a great primer, holds your makeup. But I'm not going to use this one because this is more like my winter that I wear under when I'm doing foundation. So on that note, when it's summer, I'm not using that much foundation, you guys. Because I'm into the glow right now, I am using That Gal, which is a brightening face primer by Benefit. I love Benefit. I'm a big fan of their product line. I think they have great things. So I'm going to use this primer. Can you see it? Hello. This is a little sample size, so you can keep it in your purse, which is pretty cool. And you can travel with it easily. So it's a pink color, which is great. But this one has a little glow in it. But to balance it out, I use this Get Radiant. It's by the same brand that my primer is by, Femme Couture, also from Sally's. Love a good budget. So this is a complexion enhancers, and it's a little bit iridescent. And I'm just gonna mix a little bit with my primer. I even do this in the winter as well. That way, I have that iridescent glow mixed with the Bad Gal Brighten Face Primer, and I'm literally glowing out. So I'm just going to do the same thing I do with my moisturizer. I'm going to kind of mix these together. Now I'm going to apply these. So primer is your number one here, you guys. You've got to do the primer thing when it's the summer, because even if you have to use foundation because of skin troubles or you just feel more comfortable with foundation, primer is definitely a must. Okay, moving on. So I'm not going to do foundation like I said. Now when I do use foundation, I use Revlon Photo Ready. So if you were going to do foundation and that was part of your summer makeup routine, this is when you would do it. But I think a big tip to get your summer glow on and to keep your skin looking good during the summer is to switch to a tinted moisturizer. So I use Sarah McNamara Miracle Skin Transformer. You guys, you buy it at Sephora. That comes in all different shades. It's incredible. It helps reduce the appearance of fine lines. It helps minimize your pores. It evens out your skin tone. So it does all the things that you want a foundation to do, but it's a tinted moisturizer. And plus, it has SPF 20, which is always a plus. So I'm going to apply the same way I applied. And see, it's a little bit thick. I don't know if you can tell. It's not like normal tinted moisturizer. As you can see, you guys, it's a little bit thicker than your average, tinted moisturizer, which is something that I really like about this because you're gonna see that extra coverage that you want. If you're going out like at the beach at night, but you still want that whole nighttime dinner look, but you don't want it to be cakey, you can put on a couple more coats of this, but this tinted moisturizer isn't gonna give you that whole cakey, thick look like a foundation necessarily would. Now I have my Tinted Moisturizer on. See guys, I've got some coverage versus what I was working with before. Because sometimes you're more tired in the summer because you've played a little bit harder, or you've slept too much, or whatever the case might be, you definitely are going to have those problem spots that sometimes the Tinted Moisturizer isn't going to give you. So during the summer, I'm not afraid to use a little concealer in problem areas. And my concealer of choice is Amazing Cosmetics Amazing Concealer. Okay, and I'm going to put it just under my bags, a little bit, right under here. And here's my little problem spot, is right in between my eyebrows. I'm just going to give that an extra little lovin'. And now I'm going to take my hand and just kind of make sure that it's all evened out through there, so you can't like kind of blend it into the Tinted Moisturizer a little bit. Beautiful. Now for bronzer. Now what you want to do is, summer bronzer, I mean, like, they go hand in hand. You have to have them. So, but where you want to put your bronzer is in the places where the sun naturally hits your face and not all over. So don't give yourself a flat line. You want to put your bronzer in your T-zone, or where, the places that stick out. So forehead, obviously. Oh, also, by the way, another budget-friendly product that I'm using, Healthy Blends. It is by Neutrogena. So, little bronzer there on the nose, obviously, because that's where the sun hits. On your cheekbones, you know the kissy fish. Cheekbones. To finish it off, one more little thing I use High Beam by Benefit, which I've talked about 100 times over. Okay, so High Beam by Benefit, just take a little, put it on your finger. And this is a highlighter. So you want to trade your normal run-of-the-mill blush for a cream pastel blush in the summer to give yourself more of that glow. So again, I just put that on my cheekbones. And ta-da! I am done. That is my summer face makeup. Obviously, I would add a little bit of mascara and a little bit of a lip gloss, a light lip gloss, or maybe a pop of color, kind of depending on what look I was going for. If I was going for the more natural, I do like a little bit of a light lip balm with a light pink, but if I'm just really going for it, I put on a bright pink, maybe a lip liner. Kat Von D has some great pink stains. So anyways, that is what I've got for my summer foundation routine. Let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments, and also if you have any other tips or things that you do to make sure that your foundation is summer ready. I would love to hear them, and I will see you guys next time on Tutorial Tuesday. Bye, y'all.